Like, come on guys, seriously, how are doors even an issue? Throughout the years, there have been many variations of doors, ranging from Black Ops 2's, 4's, and 7's automatic doors, to Call of Duty Ghosts breachable doors, to Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2022's bash and peekable bulletproof doors, to even Call of Duty Vanguard's destructible doors. We've seen tons of takes over the years. But why do they get so much hate? What is it that Call of Duty players seem to hate so much about these everyday use room dividers? Or better question yet, are doors even the problem? Today, I don't think so. I believe that there are two main culprits that lead to doors getting such a bad rep. These criminal minds in question being the Claymore and shotguns. Now, there are doors from the past that never received such intense hatred, like the ones from Call of Duty Ghosts. I wonder why. Well, I think it's because they felt more like destructible, map-changing Easter eggs. The problem I often see floating around the internet, and something that's popular within Modern Warfare 2019 hate bandwagon discourse, is that doors in that game ruined it. They cause you to die. They only help campers camp. Rhetoric like this really stood out to me because I was someone that really loved Modern Warfare 2019, someone with 20 days of playtime and all. Because I never really had this issue to begin with, and I'd like to share why. It bothers me when there is a problem, and the COD community as a whole seems to complain about the wrong problem. And when the developers fix said problem that a large portion of the community is talking about, the original problem persists, and the developers' efforts are wasted. Time and effort are squandered, and players like myself get fed up. This of course happened in 2019 with the 7.25 shotgun and the M4 in Modern Warfare. Both guns were overpowered, but for some reason the community blamed the overkill perk as the problem. Oh no, players are able to use two overpowered guns at once? It boggles my mind that people complained about that instead of just taking a second to think about it, right? The ability to run two overpowered primary guns does not affect the 7.25 or the M4 from being overpowered in the first place. So anyway, we wasted the developers' time getting an overkill nerf just for these people to find out that the guns are still dominating lobbies. Whoop-de-doo. So please, COD community, let's not do the same for doors this year round when Modern Warfare 4 comes out. I beg you. I beg of you. Doors were, in fact, a useful addition to Call of Duty. They added an extra layer to combat, map variety, pacing, and sound cues. I personally would not like to see them get removed when there are, in fact, game-breaking issues that need to be addressed. Issues in Modern Warfare 2019 that there should have been changes for.
Less than a minute.
Claymores set.
Our window. Time to move. Enemy personal radar online. Back out. Enemy in defection.
So, the Claymore. What are they even good for? In 2019, these things were stealthy little cockroaches that exploded all up in your business. Their lasers were hard to see, they explode almost immediately, and if you died to them on a streak, well, you kinda just wanted to rage quit at that point. Now, the reason I blame Claymores instead of doors is because the players running through doors into Claymores are not playing the game correctly to begin with. Door or no door, if you round a sharp corner in Modern Warfare 2019, you are dying to that Claymore regardless.
Claymores set.
What's the solution, Mattsuki? Well guys, Claymores need natural counters. And I'm not talking about perk counters like Spotter. Like that still works as a hard counter, same as EOD. EOD was the perk that fully eliminates you from being able to die to an explosive at full health, like it reduces the damage you take. Spotter is the one where you can actually see it through walls, so you're just not gonna die to it, right? But I'm not talking about create a class builds. I'm talking about non-crutch related counters. Reason being, when something is a crutch, there is an over-dependence on it. It means without it, you would most definitely fail. If the counter to something like a Claymore, its only counter is a clutch perk, you have officially created a super annoying mechanic for people trying to build their own playstyle into their classes. Countering stuff should not be a playstyle. So what do I suggest? Dear Infinity Ward, I present to you two options. You could either make Claymores dodgeable after setting them off, similar but opposite to the proximity mine. You could instead make the Claymore counter jumping over the explosion instead of diving underneath it like you would have to for the proximity mine. I think this works perfectly as it evens out the difference between these two pieces of equipment. Currently in 2019, Claymores are the no-brainer piece of equipment to choose because there's no dodging it after you really set it off in the first place. So yeah, my suggestion, just make them easily avoidable, like with a quick time event. Just jump over them after you set them off. And then moving on to option number 2, Infinity Ward. If you guys don't want to counter for whatever reason, maybe it's not realistic or it's too punishing, but yeah, for whatever reason, if you guys don't want a dodge counter, just make them audible at the very least. I personally would rather hear a Claymore's laser hum than not know it's there at all until it's too late. This way, if I'm running up to a door, I don't have to like second guess myself what's on the other side. I can just hear it and immediately know how to defuse the situation. Just like destroy the Claymore or avoid it. So once again, guys, like doors, they're not the problem. The problem is the Claymores being overpowered. Now alongside Claymores, there are shotguns! Map design once again changed with Modern Warfare, making the interior dimensions more realistic in scale. Back in the day, interiors were much more open, as a result, making general ranges of combat longer. Now with Modern Warfare 2019, they shrunk these ranges, but they didn't adjust the shotguns accordingly. So as you guessed it, shotguns dominated interiors. So what's the solution, guys? Are doors really gonna stop shotguns in Modern Warfare 2019 from killing you if they got removed? No! Shotguns were the issue, so shotguns need to be nerfed. Now this is a bit more tricky of an issue to fix because if you nerf shotguns like their ranges, then they're not going to be able to compete at all outside of interiors. Outside of buildings, they'll be completely useless pea shooters. So instead, I wanted to bring them more in line with sniper rifles. If you wanted a one-shot kill in Modern Warfare with a shotgun, you should get less or even no aim assist. And you should be required to get a headshot mixed in for any sort of insta-kill. Shotguns have multiple pellets that get shot at once, so it's not really the hardest thing ever for one pellet to hit the head. A general shot aiming shoulder height should land you at least one shot on the head with the shotgun spread. Honestly, I think this change is long overdue. I think shotguns are ruining a lot of Call of Duties, especially Black Ops 7 at the moment, and I believe a good portion as to why is their ease of use. They're currently a hipfire machine that needs some major tweaks and reworks. So if you too agree, fellow viewer, please type in the comments, "Yes, I would love to see these shotguns get the rightful nerf they deserve." And then there's of course the Claymores too. Like, I would love to know what you guys think. Like, which option would you prefer out of the two I gave? Or do you even have your own sort of tweak to the Claymores that you would like to see? My options were of course jumping over the Claymore, like some sort of more accessible, evasive mechanic, or just adding a little bit of a hum to the Claymore, like to its lasers per se, so that you can hear them from a distance away. But at the end of the day, this is all to just say I like doors in Call of Duty. I think that they have a purpose, and for these reasons, they should stay. For example, if you're playing Modern Warfare 2019 Hardpoint on the map Hard Hat, there is this one little doored-off area where the doors provide some cover, some useful cover. They kind of create this cool, interesting combat zone, right? Think back to like Call of Duty World War II when you were defending off these like bombs that you didn't want to get defused, right? And you have to build these walls to defend yourself. Whereas the enemy team, they're planting bombs on those walls to break them down to eventually plant the bomb. This is sort of the same sort of gameplay as World War II's war missions, but a little bit more streamlined for Call of Duty 6v6 multiplayer. It doesn't take as long to do. And to be honest with you guys, I think the best system for doors might even be Vanguard's system, because I'm pretty sure Vanguard also had bulletproof doors as well. I think a healthy mix of both bulletproof and destructible doors would be perfect. Like, dude, something really interesting I thought about Vanguard's doors was on the one map. What was it called? Gondola, yes. That map had doors where you could actually just shoot out the windows of the doors and make an interesting little head glitch on the doors. But you could still shoot through them too, so they didn't provide actual cover. It was just more so visual cover. A healthy, like, balance between stuff like that and Modern Warfare 2019 doors would be awesome. Like, I think MW2 did it perfectly with the amount of doors on its maps, right? But just to add a little bit of that Vanguard spice in it, and ooh, you got something delicious. Modern Warfare 4, Infinity Ward, please cook up something good. I also just kind of feel like without doors on Modern Warfare 2019, a lot of these maps would just feel so much more lifeless, you know? Like, I just feel like it would feel like there's just something missing at that point. Because when I play a Call of Duty like Black Ops 7, it feels pretty lifeless. I know there's some automatic doors on the maps, right? But the map scaling in that game are just so open and unnatural, and the doors, they feel like extra fluff on top. I didn't like the Black Ops 7 doors in the beta, and I don't think a lot of other people did either. So I'm just saying, like, it's a little bit of a failed experiment. Let's go back to a bit more condensed Modern Warfare map design in MW4. Obviously, Black Ops can be different from Modern Warfare. I don't mean to say that Black Ops needs to take the Modern Warfare route, but with Infinity Ward's Modern Warfare 4, I just hope you guys stick to making Modern Warfare 4 a modern-day Modern Warfare game. That's how it should be, right? Like, as a fan of the new Modern Warfare games, that's what I want out of it. Like, that's who you guys should cater to. Please, tell me I'm wrong. If you guys were a fan of Black Ops 7 and Black Ops 6, like, more power to you. More power to your guys' preference for Black Ops 8, okay? Like, I'll just say that right now. Call of Duty games need to be different, and they need to cater to specific players. God needs to be God! I was gonna make that a video, but I don't know, maybe we'll talk about it in the future. I've been planning that video for a couple years now, so whatever. Bye guys, peace out. Drop a like in the comments.